Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Nozzle heats up and the plastic it flows. A creation takes form as the live stream goes. Heart of a maker with a tech-savvy show. Designs in the making, see the hotbed glow. It's shenanigans 3D on the digital stage. With each layer printed, he's the maker. Closely as the filament spins, a wild ride where the line between fails and wins. Accidental art when the plastic rebels. Shenanigans 3D, he's breaking all the levels on the edge of tech, where the sparks may fly. In the streamer's den, there's no limit to the sky. Every stream's a gamble, roll the fiery dice, pushing limits, bending rules, not one to think twice. Heartbeat pulses with each print he creates, while the chat's wild wonder in suspense they wait. Rising with the flames in the shenanigans game, printing out the future, no two prints the same.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome in to this Thursday. Sorry about the delay. My son's school had to get some things straightened out real quick. All good. No fire. No fire. It's just some things we had to go over. Anyway, so yeah, welcome in. I realized something when I was designing this. How are we gonna put these on? We're gonna figure that out today. I got one printing right now. It should be done here in about, I'd say, what, maybe a half hour or so? I think so. Cruising Girl, how are you doing? Welcome in today. Yes, I do have hope. He is my son after all. So definitely have, yeah, I have hope. I'm trying to think of, I pretty well be, no. I was pretty well behaved in school, actually. I was rebellious, so I see where he gets it from. But some of the things I remember that I did in school, let's see here, 6th or 7th grade. So I used to reenact the Civil War, right? I used to go around with my grandparents and reenact the Civil War. It was pretty fun. I saw, a lot of the South, and I was all summer long, like every weekend I was in some other state or someplace, seeing a lot of cool things. I was actually certified to handle 3D print world. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? I was certified to handle, not like full-blown handle explosives, but like charges and things like that. Like what I did was artillery, so I set off cannons, like these huge cannons. I set these cannons off, and we had to go and get certified for it. Had to spend a weekend up in Fort Niagara, and was up there with police officers and pyrotechnic people, and had to learn how to get all that stuff. So if we these reenactment scenes, you see like the ground blow up a little bit. I was taught how to do all that stuff. And actually, if you ever watched the movie Gettysburg, all right, on one of the scenes, they show like the battlefield, and there's a row of cannons, a row of artillery all up on the hillside, way off in the distance in the hillside. I'm the second one in from the left. So I was actually in the movie Gettysburg. It was really cool. You can't see me, but it's way off the distance. But I'm the second in from the left of the screen. And then I did go to the premiere. The premiere in Gettysburg. We were invited to the premiere in Gettysburg. My grandparents had a bunch of my grandparents had like connections. I don't know how they got it, but we ended up going to the premiere. They had 2 shows running. One studio was one theater was set up by Ted Turner himself, and then the other one was like off to the side. But the one off to the side, we had tickets to go in to see the one off to the side. They were playing at the same time. But anyway, that somehow got overbooked, and we were placed. My grandparents and I, my grandfather, my grandmother, and myself were placed in the showing with Ted Turner, and that was the very first time I have ever experienced Dolby Digital surround sound. It was the wildest thing. I still remember a scene to this day where a horse went running across the screen, and it sounded like the horse ran across the theater. Like it was really wild. And from there on, I was hooked. I was like, oh my God, what is this? But it's pretty cool. Did a lot of stuff when I was a kid. But anyway, where was I going with that? I can't remember where the hell I was going with that. But anyway, oh yeah, I know. So when we go down the weekends, right? On the weekends and have these things, we would actually stay at camps, set up real size TV. What? We would actually stay at camps that were all like the Civil War, right? And they had settlers there and everything else, and you could go, and it doesn't matter how old you were. You know, I was like, what, 13, 14, somewhere around there, I don't know. You go to these settlers, these, and they would sell gunpowder to me, to like 13, 14-year-old kids. Things were a lot different. No, that was like, what? That was like 30 years ago. Things were a lot different back then. But yeah, I got a bunch of these little blasting caps, these little primers, a thing of primers, so you can put them on the end of your rifle. But I never carried a rifle. I had blanks. I had a pistol. It had blanks in it. You make these little charges. You rip up these little charges out of paper and put gunpowder in it and pack it and everything else, and put a cap on the end of it. But anyway, so. I'm not sure if violent is worse these days. It's more of there's more cameras out. It's seen more or something, but it could be. Violence is a little bit worse, I guess. It's a mixture of both, right? But anyway. So I had these. This tin is in tin. It looked like just a little round tin full of primers for the end of your musket or the end of your pistol. And I took all those out. I dug out all the powder that's inside of it. I did this while I was in class. So I took this to school with me one day. And I'm sitting in English class digging out the powder out of these primers and putting them in this little square piece of paper. And I folded the piece of paper up. It was like, no, it's probably a little thinner than this, right? But hey Vince, how are you doing today? So I had a little wad of paper like this full of priming powder and I stuck it down. I went to metal shop. My next class was metal shop, and I stuck it down on the anvil. And I was around my friends and told them I'm going to blow this thing up, and they're like, no, you're not. Blah, blah. So they didn't believe me. So I stuck the little wad down on the anvil, took a hammer, hit the hammer, and it just exploded. The hammer went flying one way, and yeah, it was a very interesting day for me for the rest of the day. I didn't get in trouble, but I was in trouble, but I didn't get any consequences out of it. I was no longer to bring stuff like that to school. That's the word I was trying to say. It's more publicized. I know. One of these, I have actually, I can't remember what wrist it's in. It might be fully dissolved, but for years, I took those same blasting caps and I was hitting them with a hammer at home without removing the brass casing of it. And I had one go flying into it went flying into my wrist. My hands are all filthy because I was doing stuff and doing that in the shop. So I want to say that is it right there, but I can't. It's been that that was 30 some years ago. But you used to be able to see it all up into my 20s. Yeah, it hurt a little bit. But then again, you also have to understand, I went around with my friends and stuff, and we shot each other. We played word games with BB guns. We had a 1 pump minimum or a 1 pump max.
What's it?
Now we were only allowed to pump the pellet gun or the BB gun only one time. We weren't allowed to use pellets because they were lead back then. But we were only allowed to do 1 pump with the BB gun. But obviously, we didn't do that. No, we always hurry up, sneak and get like 4 or 5 pumps in there. And I know a buddy of mine has had a BB stuck in his leg for a while from from another friend. Yeah, that's back when we played we played with lawn darts. No, lawn darts were a thing for me back then. They started to disappear. They started putting a law down that you weren't allowed to have them. Oh my god. Yes, I was with the people where we would take the yard darts and throw them straight up in the air and stand there and see who's would move first. So yeah, and I drank out of a hose. So I'm still here. Rode it in the back of pickup trucks. Even plastic wasn't break teeth. Yeah. Oh. So I made a mistake once. Adult beverages were involved in this. But anyway, so I went and my sister, a friend, and I went down to North Carolina to visit a friend of ours that was in the Marine Corps. He just got out of boot camp. He was down the station down in North Carolina somewhere. I remember the beach was just white. It was a pretty cool looking beach. But anyway, we get down there and we had this brilliant idea of going out and getting BB guns and playing, just shooting each other, right? And behind the hotel, there's like this field back there and brush and everything else. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. There's 4 of us, me and 3 brand new Marines. like we were in our 20s, and I think I was like maybe I was at least 21, so I might have been like 22, 23. Yeah, and I'm playing in now war games with 3 other guys that are my age that are that are in the Corps. that are 3 Marines that are just like just psychotic, right? And yeah, that was a bad night for me. I don't remember feeling. A lot of adult consumption was involved, so I didn't feel it until the next day. Mr. Wiggs, how are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I had I had no idea. All I know is I got welds all over me. That was a mistake. You don't go up. You don't sit there get gung ho and go up against 3 brand new Marines. You don't do that. That's a no-no. That is a huge no-no. I learned my lesson that night. That I was not invincible. Kiki Jack, my friend, how are you doing today? Knocking yourself over. Okay. So, we got this printing right now. This is printing in the back. I didn't print anything. I shut the stream down yesterday and just kind of relaxed a little bit. I thought of something yesterday, or actually last night while I was at work. What are we gonna do with the belt tensioner? Now, why is that not working? What are we gonna do with this? We definitely need 2 of these, right? One for each side. This can go. We have probably about another half, or probably a few more minutes for that machine to finish printing, and then we can really get into this. The other thing we need to figure out is I know I talked about using the hardware on the printer for the back side of it, but yeah, we got 7 minutes left. That's perfect timing. I was looking at the back of the printer and I want to remove a bunch of weight as possible off of it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to print the back side as well, 3D print the back side. We got to figure out what we're going to do with wire management, because we're going to have 2 heads on it, right? So on the idex, on the Solvo, they have these ribbon cables that come up around the side, which are one of the most dumbest designs I've ever, but that's my opinion. Actually, no, I think somebody, who else said something about that? No, it wasn't Solar 3DP. Somebody else said about that design. Can't remember her name. I have not seen her stream for a while, to be honest with you. I think it's been several. It's been Subsector. I haven't heard from Subsector in a while. I haven't seen her stream for a while. I know there's some issues, but I'll reach out to her today and see how she's doing. Subsector is the reason. Subsector is the person I blame for the Solvo. I do, because she was showing it off in her stream. She just got it, was showing it off, and then said, "Look, they're having this like crazy sale." And next thing I know, I'm buying it. But anyway, yeah. So, what a day! I went down to our a real short haul yesterday. Like, I gotta tell you about this customer. Might as well. We always blame Build-A-Robot. If all else fails, blame Build-A-Robot. Yeah. So I went to a place yesterday. I had an emergency run yesterday, and last night. So this customer was doing work on their silo, all right, and they use hydrate. I'm not gonna say who it all was, but apparently they had somebody in there that didn't know what they were doing, and there's a hatch on the side of the silo, just a small hatch, right? So they removed this plate off the side of the silo on the bottom cone of the silo, and it was never been, it was sealed on there, right? But they took all the screws out, and apparently, from what the guy was telling me last night, that they didn't realize that it was going into the silo itself. And this silo was full of lime. They they took the bolts out, and they said they had to sit there with crowbars and pry it off because Subsector hasn't been on for quite some time. I'm going to reach out to her after streaming today to see how she's doing. When was the last time I talked to her? It was on her birthday. So anyway, so the rubber gasket was holding it in place. They pried it off, and when it came off, all the stuff in the silo. It's just a 100-foot tall silo. About 20 feet of it is the actual cone and stuff. Because when you see silos, they're not, like, from the ground up is not the entire silo. It's usually about 10, 20 feet up is where the silo actually starts. There's a cone in there, then there's a bunch of machinery and equipment and everything else in there. So it's only about 80% of what you see on these silos is actual storage. Anyway, it was almost full, and it takes there was 3 of us that went down yesterday, and I think we filled it. But anyway, they popped that plate off, and the entire silo emptied out into their facility. Now, this is hydrated lime. The best way to describe hydrated lime is confectionery sugar, powdered sugar. It acts like water. When it comes out of the chute, it comes out and it flows. It's really bizarre watching it. It's really cool to see it flow out, but it acts like water when it's dropped and it was just everything. There was probably about maybe, I would say maybe like 100 ton. Probably about 100 ton. Is it 100 ton? No, not 100 ton. Because I take 20 tons down, so there's probably about maybe 50, 60 ton. It was a full silo, so it's probably about 50, 60 tons of No, this is lime, not lime, Lime. This the same stuff they spread out in fields and everything else. So, I mean, it does cause problems. Yeah, it's lime rock, but this is all it's all white. It's hydrated lime. So what they do is they take the limestone, they take the calcium, they cook it, all right, and it becomes white, and then they turn it into a powder, and then they add water to it, allow it to dry out, and that's your hydrated lime. But it's not as reactive like pebble lime. Hot lime is pretty cool stuff. That stuff pops like popcorn. And what they do with that, they take the lime, they cook it, and then that limestone. I'll bring a sample of this stuff one of these days. That limestone is cooked. All right, it all turns white, and it's all cooked at extremely high temperatures. And then they take that rock, and it's all like it still looks like rock, but it's all white. But you take it and you throw it in water. It reacts with water. You throw it in water and it starts instantly boiling that water and popping, and like it's pretty cool. Do I have any in my truck? No, I don't think I do. I just cleaned my truck out the other day. I don't think I have. Sometimes these customers request a sample of the product, and then you get a sample for them, and then they're like, "Oh, we don't need this," and you get stuck. Pulverized limestone. Yeah, there's a bunch of different things that I haul. There's pulverized limestone. That's usually, you see that usually for cow feed and chicken feed and stuff like that. That usually goes to feed mills. I take pulverized to feed mills. And there's glass stone. There's quicklime. There's AOD. There's dual lime. There's all kinds of stuff. But what's cool about lime, I did not know this until I started hauling it. But it's the only mineral that will is it mineral, right? Yeah, I think it's the only mineral that will, you get it as a rock, you mess around with it, whatever you want to do, but it's the only mineral that will actually convert itself back into a rock. It'll do a complete cycle. It's the only mineral that will do it. That takes years and years and years to convert back into a stone, but it's the only mineral that'll do that. Like that powderized lime that I take, that hydrated lime, they cook it, pulverize it, do all kinds of stuff, right? And then if you take it and sit, and you can see from these silos that we go to, if it sits, it will, I gotta get this up here because that's warping. Let that cool down. After years and years and years, that powder that's sitting on the bottom of the silo will turn back into a stone. So here is our first piece. Don't know you. Apologize for that. Let's turn that down. Turn it. There we go. All right. here's our first piece. Now I printed this with what 3 walls, 30% infill. This is the material that we are going to be using. I wanted to see how well. No, this will be shrinkage wise. This is not the final. This is just a test piece. I need the deburring tools. What I need to get my hands on. Oh no, not I got a reamer. We need to figure out where to put the end stops on here, though. You know, we need a model for the end stops. Reverse chemistry, yeah. I'll have to. I'll get a picture of it when I go back into the office again, into the quarry. They have a poster. That's where I learned about it. I wonder if I can pull it up on Google. It's in here. I'm trying to find a good. I guess this will work. Whoa. All right. Let me pull this up here on the big screen here. Yeah. So this is the. Yeah, it's not gonna. So yeah, this is the cycle. It's limestone, and then we heat it. Becomes quicklime. Heat and water comes to hydrated lime, and then it will eventually once it reacts with air again, it will eventually come back and turn back into limestone, and then you can just do the whole cycle over. But I think this takes years and years for that to come back to convert back to limestone. But it just completely just keeps going around. Oh no, it's not good for lungs at all. Not good for lungs at all. My God, I don't know how many times I've had. Yeah. I have respirators and stuff in my truck for emergencies and things like that. But most of the time, I just walk through it. Okay, so let's see. First off, let's see if this is gonna fit. Oh, I get so excited when things fit right the first time. So yeah, that fits. And to be honest with you, that's actually quite rigid. I'm actually, So yeah, that worked. Perfect. So we actually did something, something actually worked out great on the channel today. Oh, you all know how my channel is. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. But we're good on this one. That's fine. I am using heavier steppers for the gantry. So it's a good thing that we have the back of that, I guess. Oh, that's perfect. That is a 2mm. I need to lay off the espresso. My chest feels like somebody's taking out vice to it. Okay. I tell you what, let's get the overhead camera turned on here. I know, nicely done, right? Does it feel sour? What? No, no, it doesn't feel sour or sore or no. I'm all good. It's just I've had too much coffee. I had too much. All right, so that's yeah. It happens when it's like compressed or not compressed. I don't know how to explain it. Compression or something. It's when I drink too much coffee. Let's see if is that up and running? Yeah, let's check out the overhead. Do we got the overhead on? Nope. There we go. And we need to go into properties. Excuse me. Transform. Rotate 180. Look, I cleaned my desk. I cleaned my desk the other day and we got stuff on there already. We need to find my camera controller. Auto framing. What the hell's this beauty stuff? Image and beauty. Craziness, right? Manual focus. Autofocus. There we go. Okay, cool. I think we're good. We're good. Ads. All right. So that fits on there beautifully. That is perfect. So we know this is all correct, so we're good with this. Let's put these on here. I wonder if this is going to be deep enough. Oh yeah, it is. We'll put this on, we'll design the back end. And maybe we'll get this together a little bit. The idea is to use much of the hardware off this printer as possible. The only thing you really need to order is the extruded aluminum, and then we're going to use the V rollers for everything else. But the extruded aluminum, you might have to get in a set. Why am I acting like this is going to be a kit? Not too many people have this printer. But anyway, yeah. This actually pretty darn, that's pretty darn sturdy. I'm kind of happy with that. This is ASA. This is the filament that we're going to be using. Where is my... So that's going to go under like that now. The one that's coming has two. You know what I could probably do? Yes, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get... The camera's going to be... what printer is it? It is the CRM4. It's the Creality CRM4. Let me see if I can move my camera a little bit. We're going to, yeah, I need to really get a camera set up on that. Yes, you're upside down. I know. Yes, that is the back side of my shop, or that's my back side of my studio. What I need to do is I need to put that's just black plastic I have up to block the light. Kaboom! Who was that? And yeah, that's my son's little gaming center here where he plays on his little TV. Yeah, so you're getting backstage. Yeah, no, it's a little mess over there. Deal with it. But yeah, this is where my son sits right here and plays with his video games while I do stream and work and everything else. And then that's the corner that you really don't see in soft camera. Bit of a robot, my friend. How are you doing today? What we're going to do right now is going to bring out the Creality printer, the Core XY. I got my lights in. I got where? Yeah, this camera. I got my lights in for my build table over here. More filament storage. Awesome, my friend. I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait. I do have a little build table over here that I've been working on. Over here off the side there. There's a little build area that's going to have the lighting and the cameras, so I can just move over there. But unfortunately, we got to do, because the idex is usually sitting right here. The idex, we'll be going back up here, and this will be up here as well. So we'll have both idexes right here. If I have room, I think I should have enough room for that. But anyway, this, no, I can't, because this thing like goes way back there. Oh no, I was thinking about putting this over where the idex is. Like, well, in this area, I'll figure it out. Yeah. I'll get it figured out. But right now, because I thought about using this as a workbench, which I might do too. I don't know. Who knows? When do I ever have anything figured out? You just go with it. So we're going to take this apart. What do I need? This needs to come off. I'm going to pull this extruder off. Yeah, that's going to come off. Maybe. This way we have a nice mock-up. This is, I think this is like 400. We have a the one coming tomorrow, but I kind of want to do it now because I'm impatient. I can't see chat right now, so if there's anything that's like an immediate or just flash the lights or something while I get this done real quick. Oh. That's attached. Oh, that would be simple. Is that really gonna be that simple? Are we really gonna have this? Is it really gonna be that simple just to take these off and that whole thing pops off? No, there's something else holding this on. What else is holding this on? Well, that didn't attach well. Okay, so let's bring this down. I will get that station. Maybe I'll work on it this weekend. Well, I got to go out of town. I got an emergency came up, and I got to go out of town tomorrow night. So maybe I'll do it Saturday. I'll get that little area set. I mean, for these little builds, like, or not builds, but these little things like this. I am under a new category today. I am under co-working, co-streaming, whatever the hell it is. Somebody please explain to me what that category is. It seems like everybody that has decided to start streaming during the day is going under this category. So I figured I'll do it too. Why not? Let's join the club. Okay, cool. We're set with that. Come back over here. You never have enough of that. Have enough of what? Some storage. You hope to be in Sunday. You're rethinking your setup already. I'm just catching up here. The heck? I need some Tupperware boxes for, yeah, so underneath, yeah. So underneath here is all going to be, I'm going to put some shelving in there, and I'm going to run storage for our project storage will be down there. And then we can come back down here. I also have, I'm still thinking about the idea of moving this to a whole nother room. You you make it extra hard to not push buttons. You don't have room. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm going through the same thing too. Oh, speaking of kitchen, I'm gonna. I don't know why I'm doing this. Just because I guess to keep the variety in my variety streams, streaming. We're gonna do it. We're gonna cook. I know. Everybody tries it, right? But we are going to not really cook. I'm gonna decorate a cake. That's what I'm basically gonna do. I guess we can do it in here. We're going to decorate a cake. And I know how to do all that stuff. I used to make wedding cakes. All right, so we are taking this out. Just avoid someone catching the kitchen on fire. Yeah, no, I'm actually quite good at cooking, baking. It was a career. I was going to become a chef. I was going to head off to school to do some shit to be a chef, but I didn't. Went to the school and everything. It's a pretty cool. It was a pretty elite school. It was the CIA. It's called the Culinary Institute of America. It's upstate New York, up in Hyde Park, New York. But I got in and all that stuff, but I just went a different route in life, I guess. Is this the same motors? No, these are a 4234Z. I might use those. I have another one of these, don't I? So this is a 4234. I think on what is this one over here? A 4234. But that has the problem with this motor. Is it has that it's got the compressed. Yeah. Wait a minute. It has the compression, the press-on gear. You can do a cooking stream. New goal unlocked. Yeah, I just want to do it because I enjoyed decorating cakes. To be honest with you, it was quite relaxing. And I came across somebody this morning as I was getting ready to go live that they were decorating a cake. And I thought I would share it with y'all. I said y'all. I figured I'd share it with you. Some of my other abilities. And I'm going to be doing some remodeling to my house here next summer, and I thought about streaming that too. Not a bunch of it, right? Just a little bit of it. But anyway, we're going like way somewhere else. Need to get this linear rail off. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I can do that I've done. Have experience, know-how, and all other stuff that, besides 3D printing, it kind of haunts me a little. Doesn't really haunt me. I shouldn't say haunt. It's a word for it. What am I looking for here? I need these. KB3D. If you want to sponsor these, sponsor me with this. Send me a pack of these, my friend. These things are awesome. Who? No, not KB3D. Who was? I got it from him. But LDO Motors. You want us to send a pack of these? These things are the bomb. But as I was saying, my son. Anytime my son needed something made or had some kind of crazy idea, whatever, I was like, all right, let's do it. And I would do it. And so for a while there, he thought I could make, and he still does to this, thinks that I can make anything. I was like, I can't make everything, buddy. He's like, yeah, you can. And it's like, no. It doesn't work that way. There's some things I can do, some things I can't. Ouch, that hurt. So, all right, so this is what we got coming in. This will be here tomorrow, but 600 millimeters. It's going to get cut down to, I think, like 550. But anyway, this is what's coming in the mail. That fits on there beautifully. Just need more tools, so yeah. That fits on there beautifully. Look at that. Look how awesome. Look at that. And this. I'm so happy for myself. All right. The overhead, yes. The overhead works. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, you know what we should probably check? We should probably check to see. Yep. That's why I wanted to do a mock-up. We need to change some things here. So, the issue I'm having here, let me zoom in on this. Just need more tools, I know. I just zoom. And whoever decided that camera controls are supposed to be reversed like this they've never operated a camera before. Okay, so that's gonna go on there like so. Our belt. This plate needs to be dropped down because our belt is going to come out here. Our belt's going to come out here and into this, right? So this actually needs to be lowered. And then the other issue that we're going to have, the whole thing needs to be lowered because the other belt is coming through here and it's going to hit this. So we got this. This is going to be open. And then we can't use these. These are not going to work. Yeah, no, these are not going to work. We're going to have to get different style. What do we have on that printer over there? Yeah, we do not have ones that work. Yeah, they're not going to work. How are we on? All right, so this is what we need. Problem is this collar is going to be getting into the way, so we need this style. We need this style that has the screws. This is pressed onto here. There's no way that I can get this off if I heat it up, which I'll probably use because this is a smaller motor. So we'll probably use the smaller motor on these. I have another one of these, which is somewhere. I just had that in my hand. Oh, right here. So we got the Additivia 3D, whatever they are. They're the 4234s. So we have another one of these. And we have another one of these sitting here on my desk somewhere. Or it was on my desk. What did I just do with it? I just had it in my hands like 10 minutes ago. Anyway, we're gonna use these smaller ones for our for the gantry for the Z. Is it Z? No, not Z, for the No, for the X. What am I talking about? We're gonna use these smaller motors for the X. All right. This needs to be dropped down probably about. Well, I tell you what. Let's get this on here and get some T-nuts in here, and we can start getting measurements. We also have to model. We also have to model in here a Z stop, or no, just an end stop. An end stop. We got to model in one of these guys. So I don't know where we're going to put that yet. We can't put anything up in here because that's all going to be belts. And we also have to put in this, and it goes this way. So this can come across here. But then we're going to have one that's kind of lowered like this. We'll have to put a plate across for the other side. We'll have to put a plate across. Probably actually model a plate off of this. So this will actually be attached to this. So that's probably be the best way to do it, to model these up where these are attached to that instead of having them attached to this. Let's get some one, two, three, four of these. They are not 10 millimeters. I need 10 millimeters. I need to place an order for some T-nuts. That's what I need to do. I need to place an order for these 10 millimeter T-nuts. Because I bet you anything that is not going to fit through there. Oh, it does, but that's not going to give us any. We're not going to have any. We might. Oh, that barely grabs it. That barely grabs it. Oh. All right. Let's see if we can get this on here. I knew I should have recessed these. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? That goes on like this. Okay. Is that the right size? That's not the right size. That's a small one. There's another small one. Put these off to the side for now. We can zoom out a little bit. Have 1, 2, 3. I need another one of those. I should have another one over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. But anyway, as I was saying about the whole category thing, this whole just whatever it is, just co-working streams. What is it? What's a co-working stream? I put ourselves under that category today. So we're under the co-working stream category. I noticed that a bunch of people lately have been starting to do day streams. People that usually do stuff at night or in the evenings, which is cool as heck. It's cool, but it's also bad at the same time. And I say that because I can't watch a bunch of people at night because I'm working. And I can't watch a bunch of people during the day because I'm streaming. It's like, oh no, I'm losing my ability to watch cool people. Maybe I'll just retire. Wouldn't that be nice? My God, would that be nice? Just to retire. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely need to recess these, but let's see if I can grab one anyway. That's not going to fit. Yeah, that's not going to work. That will not work. Come on. $3,500 Canadian for a whole. That's awesome. I definitely want to do new countertops in my. Yeah. Maybe do my whole entire kitchen is what I need to do. Okay, so these will work. Do I have other ones? Which ones did they go to? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just put those on for now. We'll put these in here, put them on for now, so we can hold it and start getting some measurements. It's not the right size. It's not the right size. We'll need to put a washer on that, but I'm just holding it down for now. This is just for mock-up purposes. That is not squared. I need to change my music up. Okay, is that... Yes, that is still a little off. It feels about right enough to get measured. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this definitely needs to come down a little bit. That plate definitely needs to come down, but what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna work on this back plate. The back plate is very, very simple. Let's remove that. Keep this for our reference. But yes, this could, there's a bunch of people doing that whole co-works. Is this considered co-works? That's not bad, Bilverbot. With flooring, costs about 500 bucks. That's pretty darn good. See, yesterday I talked about how much per month it cost me to stream. That right there is what I know is I include things like that. You know, like I bought this new PC. I painted the room and all that stuff. The lighting, the cameras, and all the gear and everything. That's what I include all that stuff when I said about it cost me about 200 bucks. It will not always be that. Once things are paid off, that price will come down. That price per month will the cost of streaming per month will drop when things get paid off. But that's not bad. 500 bucks. That's not bad. You probably spent that most of that was probably spent in paint. Okay, cool. All right. Just paint over the paneling. I have paneling in my bedroom, and I paint over it. I painted over it, and it actually turned out pretty good. Wait, do I have paint, or did I remove all that? All right, I gotta look at something because that's gonna drive me nuts. Out. Yeah, no, I saw it paneling up. I couldn't remember. I painted like maybe 6 years ago. I couldn't remember if there was still paneling on it or not. Okay. Yes, that's awesome. We got to move this. This needs to be moved down probably about 5 millimeters, I'd say. About what, 5 millimeters? Yeah, about 5 millimeters. It needs to be dropped. It needs to be dropped down about 5 millimeters. We'll work on that. What time is it? Okay, we'll work on that in a second. Right now, I am all disoriented. I need to do a construction off of this. We'll come out about 20. That's why I kept my paneling up. There was paneling in every single room in this house. I took the paneling down off of this. This is the first room I ripped the paneling off of. Was it? No, I think the bathroom was. But anyway, I found the horsehair plaster, and it's all textured and stuff. So that's a pain. I really don't want it to be textured. But whatever. Now I'm not going to sit there and sand it all down. And it's not going to do that. So I'll live with it. And then I put the wainscoting up, which I need to repaint because my God, is that dirty. All scuffed up and everything else. All right, what was I doing? Oh, we were doing CAD work. Move over there. But I think we'll play around with. The categories. We'll try this like when I'm doing stuff like this. When we're working in CAD like this for most of the stream, I think I'll switch it to co-working. I guess. Would that be categorized correctly? And then when we do like playing around with 3D prints and stuff like that, whatever, we'll do back to makers and craft. I'm not sure what that does. Changing your category does with your analytics and all that stuff. I'm not sure what that all does. We'll find out. Okay. That's. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because I was thinking about viewers wise. There were 400 and some people on makers and craft makers today, and there was like 3.4 thousand on co-streaming or co-work. Something like it. My numbers might be way off, but they're probably changed by now. You know, they fluctuate. So I was like, well, let's go into this category because it's got like 6 times the amount of people in it right now. So that's pretty much what why I went with this today, with this category today. I don't really play around with the category. The only time I really change categories is if I go and do video games. But we'll see, or if I do an IRL kind of thing. We'll play around with it. We'll see what happens. Is that the right one? Yeah, it is. I'm going to do another mock-up here because I would actually like to get this mocked up and have the... Pardon me. I'd actually like to get this mocked up and have the rollers in place. Yeah, Yeah, you all know me by now. I really don't do too much with that categories and stuff. I actually tweeted out for the first time today in a while that I was going live. I did. I tweeted out on Twitter and or X, whatever you want to call it. And I also did it on Blue Sky. Is it called Blue Sky? Blue Wave or Blue Sky? What is that called? Blue Moon? No, that's beverage. Blue Sky, yes. So I am on Blue Sky. I do have an account on Blue Sky. I opened that up a couple days ago, so I just did my first post on that. Okay, so we got this. Basically what we're going to do here is just trace all of this. Semi-traces. We don't need to be exact with this. Ooh, that's why, because that's an angle. Put a 10 on that. Why did I change that? Why did I make that at an angle like that? We'll finish this sketch. I want to go back into this sketch. Why did I make that down here? We want to bring that down to there. Yeah. So that's at the correct one. Huh. Odd that I did that. Okay, alright, cool. They're down right now. Blue Sky, you just signed up for it. Yeah, I noticed a bunch of people were signing up for it. And I was like, well, I might as well just jump on the bandwagon. that's going to be my new motto. That's what I'm going to do from here on out. I'm just going to start doing what other people are doing. Well, no, not really. I'm not going to stream this thing because I do think my streams are a little bit unique, and I want to keep it that way. But yeah, when we do things like, I'm double talking, but when we do things like this, I hope that's not the right. Let's go back to 5. Yeah, 5 will work. When we do stuff like where it's just like just a CADing type of day, we'll stick to this category. Try to pull. I want to try to get some pull people in. I'm trying to think here because we're gonna have to. We have to put in the. What are these freaking things called again? I can't remember what they're called. The lead screw nut drive or whatever this is. We need to put. We need to model this in there too. When I remember where the phone is, yeah, I said I don't have anything set up. I just have the account, and the account is set up, and that's about it. There's no, my logo's not up yet. They'll get there. Hey, I got 3 followers. Marcus is following me, and Stefan is and Cruising Girl. Thank you, Cruising Girl. What are you saying here? Your profile is what? Coming up invalid? No, I got you. Blue Sky, create an account, sign in. We're not signing in. Let's do it on my telephone ring-a-ding thing. What is it? Cruising Girl. Okay, I'll get that in a bit. Keeps asking me to sign in too. So I'm not signing anything in. That's gonna take like 16 years to sign into something. I hate signing into things. Oh my god. I hate it. I just want everything to be automatic. What we should probably do is we should probably I just saw you. Where did you go? You're not going to do it, are you? There's always that one. There's always that one sketch that gives you problems. All right, there we go. We can do 3 on the back side. That would be fine. Let's send this off to the printer. We definitely need to put some other things in the back here. We need to put for our railing and stuff. But I want to get this off so we can get measurements and that's the biggest thing. Get our mock-up so we can figure out where we need to get stuff and where to put things. Oh boy. I got home at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So, and I slept until like 10 o'clock. So I got some. I got like 8 hours of sleep. I got over 8 hours of sleep. That's rare for me. This is going to take 19 minutes to print, so cool. We are printing with the, what are we printing with? I need to get the printer set up, ready to go. While this is going on, we're going to get the other I'm going to take the other end off of that ender so we have another aluminum extrusion to work with. The boys are going to be happy this weekend. He gets to spend time with his grandparents. Because I got to head out of town for an emergency, and he's spending time with his grandparents, and they're going to go to camp. So he's all really excited for that. He's been wanting to go to camp lately. All right, print this plate. We'll send that off. That's off being printed. We're gonna take. Yeah, I'm gonna take the other arm off of that over here. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go let my dogs out real quick. I'll be right back. What did I just do with my thing? Okay. I'm going to take this side off. Is that printing? Preheating the bed. All right, so I need this. This was a waste of money. Buying this kit. All right, so that needs to come off from the bottom. I mean, it's nice I got parts, but I'll go through it and put it all back together when we don't really have anything to do with the winter. But it definitely... No, there are some things we could really do with this. We can actually probably make a scene. Use this for... We could probably use parts on this to make a why is that so tight? A lathe. Probably do that. I don't know. There's a bunch of useful parts on here. Okay, so I mean, really all we could do is just get the more aluminum. And then, wow, that was bent. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. We need that little... This one, right? Or is it this one? Maybe we'll grab both of them. The other thing is I didn't Loctite any of this stuff. Oh, that came right out. So it'd probably work for a few times and get all out of whack. I'd have to go back and Loctite everything. It also gives us the opportunity with all this extra aluminum and stuff to actually like design something pretty crazy. What? I don't know yet. the right size for that? Yes, it is. Oh, what the heck? I know, right? All right, my friend, thank you for the lurk. Just tighten it until it loosens or until it fuses together. Okay. Yeah, see, that one wasn't even tightened. That would definitely vibrate. Vibrate loose. Okay. The reason why I disassembled this part right here is so when that's done printing, we'll put one of our gantry things together. Looks like it's bent. So let's get the parts for that. We have the rollers, we get the washer, the large screws. The spacers. I think that's everything I need. There's rust on these. Now I need to find where that large where are my rollers at? I got a bunch of rollers somewhere. Might be out. No. I am missing a box. Well, I don't really need it right now. Okay, so we have the rollers here. I need my cloth. Okay, I'll eventually sit down here. Is there anything needed for the SVO4? Is it good right out of the box? Mine was right out of the box. I didn't do a darn thing to mine. How does this get so hairy? Oh, because I have dogs. Which is 100 times better than the Creality firmware. Yeah, no, mine, I didn't do a darn thing to my Solvo. Didn't do a darn thing to it. It worked straight out of the box. In fact, actually, all my printers are stock. All my working printers right now are stock. The Crealities, I've modified those, but my SVO4 idex is completely it's complete stock. Well, no, I put Clipper on it. I changed that to Clipper. I did that about a month ago. So the only reason why I put Clipper on it is because I have I'm going to be putting two of the box turtles on it. The Bamboo stock, the K1 is stock. Yeah, everything's all stock. Was made out of brass and work quickly. Oh, that reminds me of the ice. I still have another printer coming. I guess Toby. You see him. He was there at the festival with me. You'll see him in here as Exile or Excel or whatever the heck it is. He donated a his Creality CR10 to the show. The self-compiled Marlin based on the MRSI software. All right. I'm trying to remember how this goes together. We have oh, darn. I completely... Oh, damn it. I completely forgot about that. Well, we'll let that print out. I completely forgot that we had about this offset. Whoops, my bad. Completely forgot about that offset. Why didn't you guys tell me about that? You want an Ender 5 so I can have a cube style. Yeah, it will be very accurate, won't it? You know, I'm not all about speed anymore. I really never was. When I had my Enders, I never really worried about how fast it would print. You know, because I still print with the, you know, my idex. I mean, and I dropped my speeds down a lot. The only reason why I have the Bamboo is for the color swap. That's the only reason. Which I don't really use it that often. I did get this one. I got the Max for the stream to be able to print stuff fast for the stream. So that's the only reason why I have these two style machines, so I can print fast for the stream. So these were a stream purchase. Other than that, I'd be happy with any printer. But these two machines were purchased strictly for the stream, for content. And they end up becoming my workhorses. Give bad advice on Thursdays. The bamboo is going to cost the same, really? Yeah, I was looking into that stuff that you're posting. Ends in wise. What? So we need to get back into CAD. I need to do something I completely forgot to do. We need to make an offset right here. We need to make an offset in this for our tightening. I don't know why things are so rusty. I know my son spilt water on that. He threw a water bottle across the room in here a couple weeks ago. I was livid. Got mad about something. Can't remember what it was, but anyway. 'So we're looking at 7.5. Not 75. All right, so is that whole thing offset? It is. Forced cabinaries, how are you doing? Welcome in. How's your day going? We are modifying a 3D printer. Okay, Chris Girl, thank you for stopping in, my friend. We are modifying so we're taking, there's a couple printers over there. There's this one here that we're taking parts out of, and then there's this huge one right here. Well, that's hiding it. Just tired, getting ready for tomorrow. What's up tomorrow? What you got going on tomorrow? Let's get that display capture. Yeah. So, well, that's my computer monitor. But yeah, this printer here, we are converting that printer into what's called an idex, where it has two heads on it, so we can print multiple prints at the same time. Oh, it's a B-Day stream. Oh, you know what? I just did something. Did I do this? Let me double check to make sure. We'll see if it works. Oh, this might not work, but we're going to find out. Yes, it works. Did it fully work? It did, yeah. So that's going to be a button on my little thingy here. But happy early birthday to you. Is it your birthday tomorrow, or is there another day? Happy birthday to you, my friend. I'm surprised that worked. Yeah, I just put it up there the other day. And I'm so happy to be able to... No, I used it on you. That was awesome. You're the first person to get that. So let's check something out here. Yeah, I like this balloons. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's what we're doing in here. We are working on a custom machine and it's just a CADing program. Toby, I was just talking about you, my friend. How are you doing today? We need to make that hole a little bit bigger. We don't need to do an offset on that hole. We just need to make that hole bigger so we can probably ream it out. Doing good, my friend. Doing good. Have you been in a stream since the crazy idea that I've had? So you know I have that big CRM4 back there, right? That big printer. We're making it into an idex. We already started on the build. We have one of the extruders. We modeled this up yesterday. This is a test fit for it. We got the new extruder coming, or not extruded, the extruded aluminum. We need like a 550. These are only like 400, so I got a new one coming tomorrow. We need to move this down a little bit, but we're doing a mock-up on it right now. And right now on the printer, we are printing the back side of this, so we can get this in here and see how our rollers work. But yeah, so we're taking that big printer I don't use anymore and converting it into a 2-head idex. Forest Captain Reed, thank you for the alert, my friend. You know what, to be honest with you, it's really not that big of a project. We already have everything. The only thing we don't have, well, we didn't have the 600 mil aluminum. That will be here tomorrow. These are 400, I think. We're just taking an existing machine and converting it. We have to do the custom sides, like these plates. We have to model these custom plates, which we did already. We got to do the other side, and the only thing we really don't have for it is the extruders. We don't have the extruders for it. I gotta figure out the hot ends. You know, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with those. You know, because I really need to think about it. We already have the board for it. We're going to use this board right here. Okay, so we're going to use the big Kraken board. It will run idex. We can actually have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or no, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 4 extruders on this. Yeah, we can have 4 hot ends on here. We can have 4 hot ends on here, and we do not need to. Now with this printer, it has a separate power supply for the bed. Then it has a switching block. We do not need to use that because there's one already built into this. So we just need to save up. We'll get everything all built, and then I'll save up for the extruders. And once we figure out what we're going to use, we're not going to use any high-end extruders because you know, this is we've got to keep budget in mind. But I don't want to go too cheap on extruders. I think I might have some Creality spiders. I'll have to go up in the shop and take a look if I have those or not. And we'll use those to start off while to get everything going while we save up for, while I save up for the other ones. All right, so this is the back plate. That's definitely going to need to be stiffened somehow. That is a problem right there. So that's going to be, we need to reprint this. Yeah, I need to reprint this. Might be able to ream it out. Yeah, I think I can ream this out. Well, that's cutting my fingers all to heck. Yeah, we don't need to print it. I can just ream. I'm able to ream this out. We just gotta do this without cutting my fingers. The Reamers picked these up from KB3D down there at Printopia. All right, nice good ream job. Oh yeah. And that should fit in there nice and snug. Oh. Oh, it's like butter. You know what? I'm so angry at myself, upset, mad at myself. I left an entire bag of groceries at the store yesterday and didn't realize it until last night when I went to go get my stuff to make my lunches for work. I was like, "Where's half my stuff?" You do have so many many things going on all the time. Yeah, I know. It's all over the place, isn't it? Okay, so let's get this put together. Let's go to the overhead. We'll get this put together. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy projects. My biggest issue is getting them done. That's the biggest thing for me. Oh boy. Uh-oh. That will not go through that. So, you know what that means? That means we need a 5mm reamer. Because these are 5mm screws. And what I need to do is get myself a little teeny, we need to get something like a handle put on this or something. All right, so that one's, oh, we need to do that. That needs to come out. That screw should go right down in there now. Yes, it does. Make sure you go into a KB3D for, I don't have his, I still don't have his thing up. Head off to KB3D for all your printer needs. These came from KB3D. Oh, that one's tight. All right. Let's need to take this apart. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. I just realized something. We don't have access to these screws once we get the other one on. It's not going to be any access to that. There'll be access to this one. There's no access to this. Can I get in there? We'll need to make an access point here. Where's our little nut? That's still not wanting to. Just a little bit tight. It will loosen up. It's just a little bit tight. Ultra Ranks in one day forgot to have back car. Oh no! Yeah, I wasn't too happy. Wasn't too happy. Okay, and this goes down on like so, and then we need this washer on here. Yeah, so that almost has to be on the back side. Right? Tack cheaper! How are you doing today, my friend? I guess we can do it like this. I mean, once we get this all assembled, I guess it'd be okay. Oops, that's getting threaded in backwards. How's that? How's that getting cross-threaded? What is going on here? Is that the right size? No, I need to get myself a set of these. These things are awesome. That's not the right size. There we go. Holy God, what? Ugh. All right. Make sure things are lined up. I know, right? Everything was all fine. Everything was actually going smoothly today, for once. And you had to come in here, and you had to do that. All right. Like I say, welcome in. How are you doing today, my friend? We are doing some testing of the of our mad creation that we're going to be doing here. So this is all test fitting. Oh, thank you for the subscription, my friend. We seem to have a bit of a dilemma here. Oh, I need a ream job, that's what. Thank you for that. Things are flying all over the place. I don't think I reamed this. Did I ream this? No, I don't think I reamed it. No, I did not ream it. I'm reaming this to allow for a 5mm screw to go through using the reamer from KB3D. What I need to do, I think we'll do maybe on my next stream or something like that, because we're probably doing a bunch of reams. We'll do something that we'll design handles for this so they can slide down there. You know, we'll have to like heat this up and glue it or something. Yeah, they're reamers. They're nice. So the issue I'm having, oops, that's important. The issue I'm having right here is these holes, right? You know, so these holes, I model these holes up to be 5mm. Usually be like 5. I usually add like a 0.15. You got dock point today. It's not taps, so it's there's no tap to it. There's no threads. It's just like small little sharp knives, kind of razor blade kind of thing. Let's see if I can get a bigger one here. If I can look at them on this camera here. Yeah, so they're flat. It just goes in and just reams out holes. You can get it at KB3D, and it takes off that nice little. You know, I know the band. Well, actually, both machines print. If I do something, if I need a hole that's like 8mm, I'll take it to 8.15, and that usually fits for me. Like with especially with bearings. So yeah, I'll do like a 0.15, and that will but you know you have that little squish, and this is perfect for getting down in there, because it has, this kit has two. This is all in millimeters, so we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ramon, how you doing, my friend? Welcome in. See, we've used 2 different sizes on this already. And we just took a whole, we had one that's at 5, but I forgot the offset on the screw. And I needed to take it to 7. And we reamed it at 5, then we reamed it to 7. Plastic lovers. All right, let's get this screw up and in. And then this. And that, see how that fit perfectly through there now? All because we reamed it. All right. So now let's get that tightened down. Is that the right size? No, it's not. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? You think that dimension is a lot the same on bed slingers, the 5 millimeters? Yeah, well, 5 is, yeah, 5, 4, and 5. I've been finding a lot 5 with this one. Most of my stuff's all in 5 here. So yeah, you're probably right. Just gonna tighten these up a little bit. I bet you that's the same nozzle size. I bet you it's a 6. That will work for that one. Yes, I know. I'm not using the proper tool. I'm very well aware that I'm very well adapted to using not using the proper tool. Okay, so let's see if this is going to see if we get our measurements right. Oh my God! Yes. All we have to do is tighten that down. Oh, my head's hurting me. It works. It works. Nice and smooth. Oh, that's like butter smooth. That's like more than butter smooth. That's like Velveeta smooth. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome. No, they're not special rollers. They're just regular V rollers. I got a whole bunch of them, so these are older ones. I'll replace them all out. I don't think I even need to replace it. That's nice and yeah. Awesome sauce. Yes, a triangle. So now we just need a model. We need a model for the lead screw. We need a model for this in the back. That goes right in the center here, so that's got to go like right there. So we need a model for that. We need to stiffen this up a little bit more, but we need a model for that to go for our lead screw. We need to model. I'll probably bring a section out here for our wire harness. But other than that, that is done. We need to bring this stepper. This stepper is up too high. We need to bring it down about 5 millimeters. And then we also need to figure out, I still don't know how we're going to do this. So we need 2 of these. We need one here, but it's got to be back here. And then we need another one here on the other side, flipped upside down this way. Actually, no, it's just going to be, it's got to be lowered about 5 millimeters. So this one is going to be, here, let's do it this way. This one is going to be on top like so, but we need to do an offset, and it's going to rest on top of this. So basically like right there actually. So we need to bring this out and probably mount it like that. No, on top, yeah. Mount it like that. So we need to extrude this out a little bit. Mount it on top like that. That will be the top belt, and then our bottom belt will be like this. That'd be actually kind of, yeah, I just figured that out. That would be easy to do. So, but that will be on the other side here because now we are running the idex here. So we need 2 different belts on that. Yeah, that made me happy. That's nice. I like that. That worked out. Oh, here's where the other one is. That's where the other one is. I was wondering, so I was looking for that motor. All right. Oh boy. What's that? How long have I been on? 2.5 hours. Let's snooze that. I think we're gonna call it a day there. My son will be home in about 25 minutes or so. So I think we'll look for somebody to head off to. Who do we have on? That's you like I like the red printer there. What, that printer right there? That one over there? That's is that the one or the one we're making? The red on the printer. I like the red on the printer too. Yeah, that one's going to be sacrificed. But I think I know where we're going to go. We're going to head off to... I'm going to go see what Free Heath is up to, I guess. It's been a while since we raided into him, so yeah, let's do that. See what kind of chaos he's causing today. I thought somebody else was on, but they're not. So we're gonna head off to the Free Heathen. He understands that I gotta usually raid and run. So yeah, go over and cause some chaos in his stream today. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you for everything you do. For not only for this channel but the community. We all love you. That didn't sound right, did it? Y'all know. Have a beautiful day. Might be back on tomorrow afternoon. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Have a beautiful day. Take care.